You know, folks, it breaks my heart. You know, pulled up to 7-Eleven here, and I went in to get a soda, you know. Got out of work, and I just figured probably just, I wanted to walk tonight, but I can't because the weather's foul. So if I walk, it's not going to be far. You know what I mean? I can't get like more than like a minute or two away from my place. So I stopped at 7-Eleven, and was coming out, and this thin, frail man comes out, black dude, and he said something about doo-dooing himself, you know. I didn't understand what he was saying, you know. Then he said that he's in a wheelchair right there. I think that's him right there. He's in a wheelchair, and he's got all sorts of stuff. Looks like they just discharged him from the hospital. He probably doesn't have any place to go. And he made on himself, you know. So they didn't really want to help him inside in the 7-Eleven, but I'll give the girl credit. She gave him water, you know, like a gallon of water, which was nice because it's not easy to get water these days, you know. So there, but for the grace of God go I, right? So I went over, and I gave him some water. He's there trying to bathe right now, but you know, I could smell him. He stinks, but you know, what are you going to do? You know, he doesn't look like he's drinking. He looks like he went to the hospital and he doesn't have anywhere to go. He just came out, you know. So fortunately, I told him, I said, look, I'll try to hook you up as best as I can. So I had baby powder because I bought extra baby powder, and he said he's chafing, which is not surprising. He can barely walk, you know, behind that wheelchair. So I told him, I said, I'll try to fix you up. So I had a little bit left over of my soap, you know, that liquid soap. So I gave him that, and it's not a lot, you know. It's not a lot. It's enough for maybe one washing. That's it, maybe two. He's conserving a little bit, and probably only one, frankly. And then I gave him about a quarter of a bottle of baby powder, because that's important. It doesn't look like he has any means whatsoever. And he's right there. He's right there. And breaks my heart, you know? Breaks my heart. I pull up at this motherfucker. Not this motherfucker. I hope that's not him. I pull up here. I get out. I'm still in my uniform, which is fucking beat to shit. And guess who I see out of the side of the window? He didn't say anything. That fucking idiot there over at the YMCA. I see him here. What he's doing? I knew him right away because he had that little ZZ Top beard, and he was with a woman. He wasn't driving. I don't know if that's him. I don't know if that's him. But regardless, I hope. Yeah, you know, I just stared him down. I didn't do anything. I stared his ass down. I knew exactly who he was. So, like, I don't want to stay here forever, but I don't want problems. But I cleaned out my car. You know, I kind of cleaned out my car, and see, he's going now. He's going. I hope he's all right. I don't know what he does, and I don't know where he stays, but it doesn't look like your garden variety drunk to me, and he's Jamaican. You know, he's like he's got a Jamaican accent, so I'm trying to help him, you know, a little bit. So I gave him a gallon of water and some baby powder, and I don't know what the other deal is, but you know, let's say I got to be careful for myself too. You know, I got to be careful for my own situation too. So, but I don't think that's any reason not to help him, you know. So, anyways, this guy pulled up in a blue truck, and his window was down. I noticed him right away. I knew exactly who it was. So, I forgot to tell you yesterday. Went up to the Seminole Indians because I have somebody I know up there, and I was doing some work for them. And I pulled the car over, and this drug addict, but it's not common, it's not unusual up at the Seminoles because the Seminoles get money. The people get money, and I don't know if it was a Seminole. It didn't look like a Seminole to me. Could be, but a lot of people, a lot of whites live with the Seminoles, and it's like federally restricted. Like, you know, if you have a warrant out for your arrest and stuff like that, you're safe over at the Seminoles if you don't leave the res. Call it reservation. Their house is over there. So if you don't leave the res and you stay there, you know, even if you have a warrant, I don't think they can pick you up. And I know that because there's a guy I know named Mike, and he kept stealing lawn equipment, and he wound up getting busted for a third time, and they wanted to put him down and out in Stark or something up there in Florida, because it was like a 3-time event, and I couldn't believe it. I saw, and he went into my car too, like 4 years ago. He went into my car 4 or 5 years ago. He went into my old truck and helped himself to my gift certificate to Lowe's for $50, among other things. But the thing is, like, I like the guy, you know, but the problem is he's a heroin addict. He's a heroin addict. That's the deal with Mike. There was his name, Mike. I think his name is Mike. It's a heroin addict. So, like, what's the deal? Well, he's addicted to, like, and I asked him, I said, what's the big fascination? You know what I mean? Like, what is it? Like, I don't want to do heroin. I don't want to do any drugs, frankly. I mean, I drink a beer every once in a while, and I hate that. And I hate it. I only do it so I can knock out sometime. But anyways, regardless, I asked him about it. I said, what's the big turn on? You know, like, why? And he's like, it's like he loves it when he injects himself and he can see the blood. That's what he said to me. He said that when he can see the blood going through the needle and the this and that, and the tube or whatever it is, he said it's a rush for him. So, and, you know, like, and then he went to rehab, and of course it doesn't help. So I saw him. You know, I saw him. I saw the dude, you know, up on the reservation. I saw him. And I said, Mike? You know, and he looks like he's about 70 years old. Because, you know, drugs make you old, right? So I saw him up there, and I said, man, are you all right? Because I still kind of like the guy, you know what I mean? I still kind of like him. But, because I've known him for so long, you know what I mean? And he knows me, you know? And somebody's having a meltdown over there. Somebody's having a meltdown over there. I don't know. Folks, I'm telling you right now, I don't know what the frig is going on. I don't. I have never seen times like this, ever. Generally speaking, that's like, you know how animals get real restless before there's like an earthquake or something like that? You know, like they almost have a sense. It's kind of the feeling I'm getting right now. Like we've been through too much. And the people are kind of like too dim-witted to understand what they've gone through. But going through a scam for 2.5 years is stressful, you know? And they're willing to fight. Like that imbecile over there at the YMCA. That imbecile would fight to have it, to have that stress on him and to continue believing. He would fight for that. He would fight me tooth and nail or to the death so he can treasure that captivity. I don't know why I'm making this video. I don't. There's the guy right there. He's working his way over to there. I feel bad for the guy. He's Jamaican, you know. Tell something just fell apart in his life. I hope he can clean up or whatever, you know. I don't know what to do for him, you know. I don't know what I can do. Maybe I'll give him the meatballs I have, or I have a packet of meatballs. Maybe I'll give him that. You know what? I think I will. I feel kind of bad for him, you know. So I'm sure they're not going to let him in their thing. So I'll give him these meatballs. You can open this out without cooking it. Folks, this is a rough day for me mentally, you know. Did you eat?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, these are meatballs.
Okay.
Will you eat these? I got some hot sauce. You want hot sauce?
Yeah, I love hot sauce.
Okay, I'm going to get it for you. This is my friend here. He's cool. He's cool. He's an all right guy.
How are you this?
Can you eat it?
Yeah.
You just open it up. You can just.
Spoon?
Well, I'll give you a spoon.
Okay.
And I don't think I have anything. I don't think I have a bowl. You can eat it right out of there. Just open it up.
It got to go in the microwave.
Well, if you want to get it hot, that's metal and it won't go in the microwave. I can't do anything much about that. So I'll get you some hot sauce and I'll get you a spoon, all right? At least you have a full belly, right?
Okay, thank you.
What's your name?
Alvin.
Alvin. You're a Jamaican boy, ain't you?
Yeah, man.
Where are you from in Jamaica? Kingston?
Yeah.
Everybody's from Kingston in Jamaica. I had an ex-wife that was from Jamaica. You know what spinners are? Tell these people what spinners are.
Yeah.
What are spinners?
I really don't know.
You don't know what spinners are? It's when they take dumplings and they spin them. You don't remember them? You don't remember spinners?
People got different kind of names. You know what
What do you call it? Dumpling, right?
I'm saying? Yeah, don't.
Yeah. They call my wife used to call them spinners.
All right, thank you, sir.
All right, man. I'll get you a spoon and I'll get you some hot sauce.
So, yeah.
He's not a bad guy. Alvin. So now I have somebody named Alvin here. I'll give him some of this hot sauce. I got a couple of these. I'll give him 3. I'll give him a razor in case he wants to shave. And he needs a spoon, I'm told. So I'll give him a spoon. He wants it heated up, but beggars can't be too choosy at this point, you know what I mean? So maybe I'll give him 2 spoons. Maybe you can eat it whenever. And anyways, I'd microwave it for him, but I don't have any bowls in the car. And I don't know what to say, you know? All right, my friend Alvin. Here's 2 spoons.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, and here's 2 hot sauces.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you something. I never tried those meatballs, but I'll bet you they're pretty good.
These guys here?
Yeah, I'll bet you they're pretty good. Just open that thing up. Just tear it across. If you do you want me to cut it for you open?
No, I got it.
Because I got scissors. I can cut that open. I think you can open it right up.
Let me go clean up myself.
Yeah, you better. You better. You're going to start to chafe, and then you'll start getting raw. Take it easy, brother. And you know, it's weird, folks, because, you know, I try to do my best sometime, and then I get that fucking jughead that pulls up here and looks at me. He didn't say a word. He was in the passenger seat. He probably fucked up a DUI or something like that. We're coming into something, folks. We're coming out of the age of Aquarius and into something else. Anyways, I cut it loose for tonight. I don't know why I showed you this. Coming up on something. It's too weird. Everything is too different. It's too different. Take care, folks. I'll talk to you tomorrow, all right?